What if I told you you only need to answer 2 questions to be successful in commercial real estate? That's right, 2 questions. And most brokers, they can't answer these 2 questions. Hi, I'm Santomassimo, founder and president of the Massimo Group. We're the world's #1 coaching organization for commercial real estate brokers. Yeah, we have clients throughout North America, in Australia, South Africa, and in places in between. And we know this when working with our clients. Can you answer these 2 questions? And it's simply this: who do I serve and how do I serve them? Who do I serve and how do I serve them? So let me give you an example. Most brokers, when I ask them that question, will give me a very general response. Well, I serve office users who lease space. There you go. How do I serve them? I help them negotiate their new space. Now, that sounds like it would make sense, but it's so generic. In fact, it becomes a commodity. And you cannot create a message based on generic jargon and commoditized language. You just can't. So perhaps a different answer might be, I serve managing directors of law firms that occupy at least 20,000 square feet in the West Shore marketplace of the Tampa Bay MSA. Okay, now I know who you serve, right? How do you serve those clients? I provide logistical and space solutions to assist them in the efficiency of their principals and partners and maximizing their bottom line. Okay, now I get it. So who do you serve? How do you serve them? The challenge for you is, can you answer that question? Because if you can't answer that question, it's really hard to pick up the phone and give your value proposition. Your value proposition is based on those 2 components. Who do I serve? How do I serve them? So let's try another one. I hear this all the time. I'll serve anyone who wants to sell their space or their building, right? That's the weakest "who do I serve" I've ever heard. I'll serve anyone who wants to sell their building. No, right? How do I serve them? I'll lease their property, I'll list their property and I'll market it. That is so poor. I just want to make this example. I mean, it sounds, no one does, but yes, brokers do this, right? So let's change that, right? I serve multifamily investment owners within Suffolk County, New York, that have a minimum of 20 units and a property value of at least $8 million. Just that's who I serve, right? How do I serve them? I provide my clients with comprehensive financial and qualitative analysis so they're in position to make a more educated decision regarding their assets or their portfolio. Okay, now I get it. Now I know what you do. So I know I'm honing this in, but it's so important you answer those 2 questions before you do anything. Because you can't market, you can't create a message, you can't prospect, you can't do anything. These are the first steps of brokerage. These are the first steps of any business offering. Who do I serve? How do I serve them? Until next time, this is Santomassimo with the Massimo Group.